Okay. Alabaré, 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 alabaré a mi Señor. Welcome, welcome. Bienvenidos a mi canal de Raphael's Insights. This is going to be the Raphael's Insights show. I am still sick. I'm not going to stay on for too long. Um, I've been sick for like going on a week now. I'm still like getting over this cold or flu or COVID, whatever it is. I don't know. I didn't get tested yet for COVID. I don't have any tests. Normally I did have some. I used to have some like all the time, but because I don't get sick, so it has to be COVID. I honestly like I don't get sick often. It has to be COVID, but that's what I'm thinking it is. That's the only thing that's ever gotten me sick like this. Welcome to the Raphael's Inside Show. Um, Sorry that I'm late. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. We're gonna talk about chisme. We're gonna talk about chisme. Vamos a hablar el chisme. What's going on in the world right now? Well, what's going on in the U.S. right now, because it's scary. It is scary. And then we're gonna do Ask Raphael's Insights at the end. Anyways, so first things first. Vamos a hablar del chismecito. So that picture that came out with J-Lo and Diddy, I don't see that it's true. I don't see that it's a true picture, because if you look at J-Lo, she looks old. That to me, that's most likely another girl. They probably cropped the face on there, or that picture was fabricated, because J-Lo looks old in that picture. The picture that's going around with Diddy, I don't see Diddy's going to be getting out. I already told you guys, Diddy is going to be like another Jeffrey Epstein. Either they use the same channels, or they're going to be about the same. They have the same connections, or they're connected. But that picture, J-Lo, no. And people are still saying that Ben knew that this was all coming down on J-Lo, so that's why he left. I don't see that that's why he left. I do believe that he knew about the investigation, because obviously if you're married to somebody, you're gonna know what's going on with them. So I do believe he knew about that. But their problems is not the investigation. Their problems is something else. Their problems is that when one thing doesn't work, it's not gonna work, right? So when you try something and it didn't work out the first time, it's not gonna work the second time. Maybe you'll probably be in like this like La La Land, what is it called, like this nostalgic moment, but once it wears off, the problems come back. So I don't see that it has to do with the law. In the picture with J-Lo and Diddy, I don't see that it's a real picture. She looks too old in the picture. Les digo que con J-Lo y Diddy, que está saliendo una foto, no sé si ustedes vieron la foto que salió con Diddy y J-Lo, pero yo la verdad yo no visualizo que esa foto es verdadera o en verdad es J-Lo, porque J-Lo se ve muy vieja en esa foto. Acuérdense que J-Lo se miraba muy joven por mucho tiempo, ahora recientemente se pensó a ver vieja, y en esa foto se ve como vieja. So creo que es una foto que alguien sacó, como que sí, creo que ha de haber fotos y sí han de haber cosas que van a salir involucrándola, pero esa foto yo la visualizo que es mentira o es fabricada. Pero en todos modos, Diddy yo no veo que salga de la cárcel. Diddy va a ser como un Jeffrey Epstein, ya les dije, Diddy va a ser como un Jeffrey Epstein. Y ya vieron todo lo demás que está saliendo, de todas las otras cosas que los están demandando. Ya no va a salir de la cárcel. Si se escapa es porque alguien le ayudó. Si se escapa es porque alguien le ayudó, alguien en un poder muy alto le ayudó para que se salga de esa, pero ya no va a salir de la cárcel. Sí creo que van a sacar información así como de Jeffrey Epstein, pero no lo van a sacar todo. Yo creo que hay mucha gente poderosa que fueron involucrados, no nomás actores y famosos, yo creo que políticos y otras cosas. Entonces, en otras personas muy poderosas. Entonces yo creo que no van a sacar tanta información de lo que pasó con Diddy. Sí, creo que nos vamos a enterar, yo creo que de un 10%, es lo que yo siento. I feel like we're only going to learn about like 10% of what actually happened in the Diddy parties or with Diddy, because I see that there's a lot of people that are very powerful that were involved in this with Diddy. Political, governmental people, etc., etc. But in terms of Diddy, I don't see him coming out of jail. Um, and there's more lawsuits coming on. And in terms of Diddy, I see him being just like Jeffrey. Just like Jeffrey. The Menendez brothers, I see them coming out. I see them coming out of jail. The Menendez brothers, I do see them coming out of jail. Let's represent them as the hangman. The Menendez brothers, I do see them coming out of jail. This is my hangman card. When the Menendez brothers, I do see them coming out of jail, but I see them older, so most likely they're just going to reduce their sentence, or even if it doesn't pass this time, I still see them coming out of jail. So at some point they're going to reduce their sentence, because I see them much older. To me, in my vision, I see them like old people with canes. More to me, it looks like it's like go on, live the rest of your life and die out in the public, right? Instead of dying in jail. That's more of what I see when it comes to the Menendez brothers. Con los hermanos Menendez, yo sí veo que van a salir de la cárcel. Yo sí veo que van a salir de la cárcel. Yo sí visualizo como que van a salir más grande de edad. Más grande de edad, van a salir más como más viejos. O le reducen su sentencia. Y si no pasa esta vez, yo creo que lo vuelven a tratar de reducirla, o lo vuelven a tratar de sacarlos de la cárcel más a rato, porque los veo muy, muy viejitos. Como en mi visión los veo como con bastones, como una energía de que cuando una persona ya está muy viejo y es como que ya los dejan salir para que se mueran afuera en la vida real en vez de en la cárcel. Así es como visualizo la energía, así lo visualizo en mi visión. Aquí está pasando algo muy fuerte ahorita. Algo muy fuerte está pasando. Mucha gente no quiere hablar de esto, pero la realidad, aquí estamos en un cruce de camino. ¿Dónde está el 2 de espadas? ¿Cuál carta voy a representar esto? I think que lo represento también con el colgado. El ciclo. Vamos a representarlo con el mundo, the world. Algo muy fuerte está pasando ahorita. Muy, muy fuerte. Las elecciones, yo creo que estas elecciones son unas elecciones que son muy fuertes, como muy preocupante, muy preocupante, por la razón de que hay tanto peligro en el futuro, hay una incertidumbre en el futuro de los Estados Unidos. Y mucha gente, yo sí veo que mucha gente está apoyando a Trump, pero también estoy viendo que mucha gente, ya les había predicido esto, creo que lo predije en mi canal de TikTok, que yo visualizaba que está pasando un fenómeno con esta Kamala, por la razón de que no nomás los demócratas están votando por Kamala, ahora se están volteando los republicanos, que yo visualizo que los republicanos y el MAGA, dos diferentes grupos, ya no son los mismos, ya están tan, aparte de que está partido los Estados Unidos en mitad, en cuestiones de mitad de los Estados Unidos quiere a Trump y la otra mitad quiere a otra persona, no Trump, ¿verdad? A Kamala o un demócrata. Aparte de que se dividió así, ahora se está dividiendo el grupo de republicanos. Hay muchos republicanos que se están dando la espalda al MAGA, porque hasta se está diciendo, ellos mismos se están diciendo, yo no siento que MAGA son los republicanos. Está pasando un fenómeno y yo siento que es su destino, es el destino, ya no viene siendo como una cosa que puede pasar. Yo creo que, y yo visualizo que es su destino de Kamala de ser la primera presidente mujer. Por eso no se le dio a esta, ya no me acuerdo el nombre a esta Hillary, porque es su destino, es como que Kamala nació para eso. Que yo sí visualizo que viene ganando Kamala, y les voy a decir por qué, porque veo que mucha gente tiene miedo. Mucha gente tiene miedo de lo que se puede hacer con este Trump si llega a agarrar poder otra vez. Que por tanto miedo van a salir tanta gente a votar, hasta gente que no normal vota, porque muchas cosas están en la línea aquí. No nomás son los derechos de las mujeres de aborto, aquí viene siendo los derechos de casarte con alguien del mismo sexo, del LGBTQ, los derechos de poder casarte con alguien que no son gabachos o que no son de tu misma raza. Son derechos de mujeres, y no nomás creo que viene siendo derechos de mujeres en cuestiones de aborto. Yo, no, si no se acuerdan, hace tiempo, en los 1970s, las mujeres no tenían muchos derechos, no tenían derechos de tener cartas de crédito en su nombre, que tenía que agarrar permiso por el esposo o por el papá. No tenían derechos de protecciones de si se embarazaban, que podían tomar tiempo de descanso por la razón de que estaban embarazados. Antes los dejaban ir del trabajo por embarazarse. No tenían derechos de comprar casas las mujeres con su nombre mismo. Y en cuestiones de los mexicanos, si no se acuerdan, en los 1930 creo, o hace tiempo atrás, hubo una ley que deportaron no nomás a los inmigrantes, pero a los ciudadanos que eran mexicanos o latinos. Esa ley que se dio era una ley muy fuerte, que no nomás deportaron a los mexicanos que son indocumentados, no nomás deportaron a los inmigrantes, deportaron a los ciudadanos que eran mexicanos o latinos, que eso es algo muy fuerte. No nomás son los derechos de eso, ahora también son los derechos de lo espiritual. Si no se acuerdan, hace tiempo estaban quemando a las mujeres o a la gente que pensaban que eran brujas, porque era una creencia de que no se podía creer así. Hay tantos derechos, y yo creo que toda la gente trae miedo ahorita que van a salir a votar en números que van a quebrar récords, especialmente en los lugares que se están luchando por ese estado. No nomás son, aquí nomás mucha gente se enfoca en los derechos del aborto, pero no nomás es eso, ahora también está el derecho del IVF, ahora también está el derecho de de poder, si no se acuerdan, también las mujeres no podían adoptar bebés si no estaban casados con un hombre, porque no era suficiente una mujer para adoptar un bebé, que son cosas muy fuertes, pero es la realidad. Y lo otro que les digo, en el momento, y yo lo represento como el diablo, porque es una persona fuerte. El diablo es una energía fuerte, no es más fuerte que Dios, pero es una energía fuerte. ¿Dónde quedó? Estoy buscando la carta, dame tiempo. El diablo. Con en el momento que te dice, estaba tratando de acordar lo que iba a decir. En el momento que te dice el general del Army, y yo le creo por la razón de que yo estuve en el Army y yo me salí como sargento cuando estuve en el Army. Cuando me salí yo solo, terminé mi contrato, ya habías firmado como unos 3 y me salí. Y este general, el General Milley, el General Mark Milley era el general del Army. Cuando dice el general del Army que una persona es el más peligrosa persona que hay en el mundo, en los Estados Unidos, y dice que es Trump, uno tiene que creer eso por la razón de que este hombre analiza peligros, guerras. Y yo le creo por la razón de que yo serví en el Army, soy veterano, y serví en el Army cuando él estuvo en poder, ese general Mark Milley, que es el general de todo el Army, nomás hay uno. Y si él sale a decir que eso es peligro, esa persona te está avisando por algo. Que yo visualizo que si Trump vuelve a ganar, no suelta el poder ya. Ya no suelta el poder, va a cambiar las cosas donde él se pueda. Y él lo ha dicho, que va a negociar para poder quedarse una tercera vez. Pero yo visualizo que se puede convertir como en Venezuela, donde él cambia las cosas, donde él puede decir, esta persona va a quedar en poder y yo me quito del poder, le dejo el poder a esta persona y así sigue. O ya no suelta el poder, donde se queda él por siempre. Es algo que me da tanto miedo, que mucha gente lo está criticando por la razón de que el día que según estaba jugando música cuando tenía que haber estado contestando preguntas, que estaba muy raro la situación. Yo no veo una persona senil. No digo que no trae problemas mentales, porque ya está viejo. Yo lo veo más con problemas del corazón, con problemas de la presión, problemas como de ataques de corazón. Ya les dije que yo veo que está tomando pastillas de blood thinners. Yo no miré a una persona senil en ese momento. Yo la energía que sentí es dictador. En el momento que él estuvo parado ahí escuchando el ópera, la música ópera o toda la música que estaba jugando en ese lugar, yo sentí un dictador. His town hall. Yo sentí la energía de un dictador. ¿Por qué no está tratando tanto en contra? ¿Por qué no dice tanto? ¿Por qué no trata tanto? Porque él quiere humillar a Kamala. Por eso no le echa tantas ganas. Por eso no habla tanto. Una, porque lo veo muy débil. Otra, porque él se cree que va a ganar porque nunca ha ganado una mujer en los Estados Unidos y quiere humillarla. Pero yo en ese momento que lo estaba viendo, yo sentí la energía de Hitler. Yo sentí la energía de una persona que nos va a hacer tanto daño si es que gana. Y es me da miedo. Yo les digo que yo tengo miedo. Yo tengo miedo porque hay una posibilidad que mi predicción me puede salir mal y gane él. Y me da miedo a mí. Me da miedo, y fíjate, si me da miedo a mí es por algo. Pero yo no visualizo porque si no se queda él en poder, él va a cambiar las cosas donde puede dejar a otra persona en poder. Y ya le hicieron el camino para poder hacer todo eso. Y es cosa de miedo. Anyways, my little rant. ¿Dónde quedó mi carta que estaba usando? Ya la perdí. Y sabes qué, estaba viendo que no hay mucho. El mundo, aquí está. No hay mucha información en español. No hay mucha información it was my pleasure. It was definitely my pleasure. I always try to do my best with every prediction and with everything that I do. No hay mucha información en español, es lo que estaba viendo. No hay muchos videos traducidos en español de lo que dice Trump o lo que dice Kamala. Ahí el que entiende, entiende, y el que no. Que eso también se me hizo muy raro. No sé por qué no hay gente en español hablando, traduciendo los videos. Yo el otro día estaba buscando el video de General Milley, que cuando dice todo lo que dijo, y el que es el general, ya les dije, es el general del Army. Y no hallaba ningún video en español donde traducieron el speech que dijo que él trabajó con Trump y que él pensaba que Trump nomás estaba loco. Y luego dice, pero ya me estoy dando cuenta que pues que no está loco, quiere ser dictador. Y te vuelvo a comentar, cuando un general, que nomás hay uno, el general del Army te dice eso, ahí es una warning bien grande. ¿Qué irá a hacer esta persona si gana el poder? No sé, pero me da miedo. English. English. In terms of what I was saying, I was talking about the elections. The elections are very scary right now. I think everybody's stressed. I know I am. I'm stressed every day. I'm stressed about not only if I'm not only stressed about getting my prediction wrong, but I'm also stressed about the rights, because what I was telling you guys is not that long ago, when it comes to women's rights, not that long ago, because a lot of people are focusing it on abortion, but I don't think it's too much about abortion. Yes, that's a really big deal, but if you guys recall, in the 1970s, right? Around the 1970s, not that long ago, women couldn't buy houses in their name. Women couldn't have credit cards in their name unless the husband approved it or unless the dad approved it. Not that long ago, women were getting fired for getting pregnant because there was no protection about maternity leave. If you got pregnant, you were fired. Not that long ago, women couldn't say no to their husbands if they wanted to sex, right? If they wanted to do that, you couldn't say no. Not that long ago, when it comes to women, women had less rights. I mean, 1970s wasn't that long ago. And in terms of for immigrants or Latinos, in the 1930s, I believe, there was a law that allowed the U.S. to deport immigrants in a massive amount, right? But this law didn't just allow them to deport immigrants; they also deported citizens, Mexican citizens, Latino citizens, back to their countries. It wasn't just a law that was allowed to deport just immigrants; they also deported citizens. And to think that that can't happen again is very scary, because it can happen again. We're in a place where anything is possible right now. We're in uncharted waters. That's why I believe that Kamala is going to win, because we're in uncharted waters, never before seen things. Fewer protections for women assaults as well. Yes, that's one of the ones that I had in mind as well. Fewer protections for women's assaults as well. Not only that, not that long ago, and I remember when I was younger, because I remember exactly where I was at when the equal marriage passed, right? Not that long ago, people couldn't marry the same sex. Not that long ago, people couldn't marry biracial people, right? And this is something else that's also at risk, is equal marriage and biracial marriage. Biracial marriage is something that's coming up a lot in terms of um, a right that could be taken away. So there's so much, and I think there's so many people that are so scared of what could happen if he gains power again, because he's been verbal about what he's going to do. It's scary. I think it's scary about everything that I've seen him say, and I try to watch everything. I try to watch Kamala's um, town halls, their their speeches, and also Trump's, and I can't shake the feeling of this energy of he could become the next dictator of the world, and I can't shake this feeling of he could become the next Hitler of the world, and it's very scary. Um, the other thing is, when it comes to this situation, I when you're Tory, when your own general of the army, which is crazy, because a lot of people should believe this general of the army, when your own general of the army is telling you and warning the United States that this person could be a danger, never before seen type of situation. There has never been a general that turns around and says, "Hey, this person is a danger." And if you don't believe me, you know what? I'll post a video where I posted it on TikTok on here as well, because he gave a speech, and he also just recently spoke about it again. That should be enough for everybody, because to me, when I see him, he could become the next dictator of the world. He can become the next Hitler of the world. And in terms of Hitler, I'm pretty sure he's not just going to go after Mexicans. He's going to go after everybody else as well that's not necessarily of his own race. Not that long ago, slavery was a thing. There's so much here, and a lot of people are scared of that. So I do believe that fear is making people go out and vote. And I do believe the numbers are going to be record breaking, especially in the swing states. And I see that Kamala is going to win, because we're in uncharted waters. I I see that it's her destiny. I see that it's her destiny to win. I don't see that it's just a prediction here. I believe this is more of a destiny for her. In terms of the card of the devil, when Trump was standing in that town hall where he started playing music, a lot of people are saying that he's senile, he's crazy, that he has health issues in terms of mentally. Maybe, I'm not saying he doesn't. One thing I know for sure, though, that I've already mentioned, is that I see that he takes blood thinners, and I see that he has heart problems, and either heart attack problems or he has heart problems, right? But I definitely see that he takes like blood thinners or medicine for his heart and his blood pressure. When I was looking at that, because I saw it, I didn't get the energy of someone that's crazy in terms of mental health. I don't see someone that's declining in terms of mental health, because when I was watching him, I got the energy of a dictator. I got the energy a of the next Hitler. There was warnings before all of that happened. There was warnings for Venezuela before that happened. Venezuela didn't listen. Look at where Venezuela's at. Hitler, I want to say Stalin. I don't remember too much of the history about Stalin, but Stalin also comes to mind. There was warnings. There was absolutely people warning about these people, and nobody listened. Between Joe Biden and Trump, Trump would have won. But between Kamala and Trump, I'm giving it to Kamala. I feel and I see that Kamala was the one who's going to win. The other thing that I also want to bring up is in terms of gay marriage, in terms of equal marriage, which includes biracial marriages and includes LGBTQ. One thing that I didn't know was that Kamala was one of the ones who fought for it. Kamala was one of the people who fought for it. And actually, you know what? I remember seeing her, the interview where they record her and she calls up, I believe she's calling up like I don't know if it's the courts or the churches, and then she's basically saying, hey, like it passed, so you have to start marrying people as of today. I didn't know that. So it's actually really cool to see that, because she basically gave me my rights. And I remember where I was at when that law passed. Les digo que algo que yo no sabía de Kamala es que ella fue la que peleó por los derechos de el casamiento, los derechos de casamiento, para todos. Y yo no sabía eso, pero ahora que vi una entrevista que salió, un video que salió en mi TikTok de cuando estaba en las noticias, que ella está en el teléfono y dice, le está hablando, no sé si fue a las cortes o fue a una iglesia, a las iglesias, pero le está hablando a alguien y le dice, sí, ya pasó la ley, tienes que empezar de casarlos desde hoy. Y yo me acuerdo que yo vi las noticias ese día, yo estaba en la high school, yo creo, yo estaba más joven. Yo me acuerdo que yo vi las noticias ese día y no me acordaba de ella, pero ahora que vi ese video me acuerdo que sí la vi cuando hizo esa llamada. Entonces ella ha luchado por la gente por mucho tiempo. Da miedo, yo tengo miedo. Yo le estoy yendo a Kamala, yo les voy a decir, yo le estoy yendo a Kamala porque yo serví en el militar, yo soy veterano, y en el momento que el general que yo sirví con, dice que esa persona es peligro, yo le creo porque esta es una persona que analiza los peligros, las guerras, y las instrucciones bajan de él. Y cuando yo estuve en el Army, yo nunca vi ninguna cosa que él hizo mal o que él dijo mal o nada así. Él siempre sí fue muy respetado. Y toda la gente que sirvió conmigo o estuvo en el Army con él, yo creo que él tienen que apoyarlo, porque en el momento que uno no lo apoya, entonces nos perdemos, porque es una persona que tiene credibilidad. Anyways, ya se me hizo bien tarde como siempre. Moving on. I still see another hurricane, by the way. It's either going to be for to me, it looks like it's going to be either for Florida or for Louisiana. And if it's not for Florida, Louisiana, it's going to be for the Caribbean. Les digo que yo todavía visualizo otro huracán, que yo lo visualizo que va a ser otra vez para Florida o Louisiana o para el Caribe. Ahí es donde estoy viendo que pega ese huracán. And I was just recently, remember I told you guys that I see that there's going to be a Category 6 hurricane. I think we're going to get a Category 6 hurricane in the next 3 to 5 years. I think I had said 3 years before. And the scientists are already talking about how the numbers that these hurricanes are reaching are basically a Category 6. They're contemplating whether they're going to add a Category 6 already. If you can't survive a Category 5, what makes you think you're going to survive a Category 6? Si no puedes sobrevivir una huracán de categoría 5, una categoría 6 sería hasta peor. And that's why I do say that we cannot support people who say that climate change is a hoax because it leaves us unprepared. No podemos darle el apoyo a gente que dice que el cambio de clima es una, una falsedad, una mentira, porque nos deja menos preparados, nos deja menos listos con programas y dinero y todo lo que ocupamos para poder estar preparados. Muy triste, muy triste. Muy triste. Anyways, I did do a comparison video between Trump and Kamala, but I just haven't posted it. But yeah. About the aliens, I believe in aliens. I did see that they're talking about something about aliens. I didn't watch it, but I do believe in aliens. I do believe that the aliens are here. I do believe that they're here, but they warn us every single time something's about to happen, we'll start getting more like alien sightings. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. So in the moment we start seeing alien sightings, they're warning us. They're warning us, especially here in the US. They're trying to prevent something. They're letting us know. And to me it feels like it has something to do with the election. They're letting us know that there's something that we could prevent. Either a natural catastrophe or some danger. That's the only time we see them, when they're trying to prevent something. Les digo que con los extraterrestres que se están viendo, o los UFOs, yo sí creo que sí existen y sí creo que están ahí, pero yo creo que nos vienen a avisar, que salen del mar o vienen de otros lugares, ¿verdad? Pero vienen a avisarnos, a decirnos, va a pasar esto, tienen que prevenir. Como que nos dan señales cada vez que va a pasar algo. Entonces, sí. Anyways, let's do Ask Raphaelsinsights real quick, because ya se me hizo tarde. Put your first name, date of birth, and your question together, and I'll go ahead and answer you. Lorena Rieta, 128.95, General. Mira, you have the card of the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups says that you have a blessing coming to you. I'm not worried about the economy because in my visions, I see the economy getting better. Now, it also depends on who wins as well. So that kind of gives me a telltale of who might win. But I see the economy better in 2026. 2025 is still a transitional year. Sonja, 1772, General. Sonja, you come out with the Eight of Swords, como que you've been a bit like either you've been like having anxiety or feeling stuck. Like I see you stressed. But you're going to be able to resolve whatever you're stressed about. Norma Rodríguez Love. Le pregunto a mi esposa cómo está Norma Rodríguez en el amor. 1986. Todavía your love life comes out blocked, but it's not como que you yourself como que you're estás como un poco cerrada. You come out como like closed up, como que traumas are still affecting you in terms of your love life. That's more of traumatic feelings, like como que you draw in your traumas into your relationships. Pero I do see somebody here, but I would say next year. Next year I see somebody here who you're either closer to or like more of a stable relationship. But I'd say next year. Sandra Roman, 523.90. Will I be moving? They say, will I be moving? Will I be moving? Le pregunta a mi espiritual, will Sandra Roman be moving soon? $523.90. Okay. I do see you moving. I do see you moving soon. It might take a little bit longer than what you're expecting though, but you are going to be moving soon. It comes out a little bit blocked, so you might be facing some challenges when it comes to moving, but I do see you moving soon. Marina Gonzalez, 227-1967, General. Mira, Marina. Marina, the card of the Knight of Swords and the card of the Page of Wands just fell out. You do come out traveling, but with the card of the Page of Wands, I see like a surgery, but I want to say it's going to be like related towards your seems to be like bone wise. I want to say it's related towards your leg or knee. It's my pleasure. Ya me voy because I have to do the prediction for who's going to win, Dodgers or Mets. In terms of prediction, I see that the winner in terms of the World Series is either going to be Dodgers, Mets, or Yankees. One of those three is going to be the World Series winner. Les digo que en cuestiones de predicciones, ya se me iba a olvidar. Que visualizo que el que todavía no ha escogido quiénes de los dos van a llegar, pero yo creo que no voy a predecir eso. Yo creo que lo dejo la predicción así. En cuestiones del World Series, yo visualizo que el que viene ganando va a ser Dodgers, Yankees o Mets. Va a ser el World Series ganador. Ya cuando veo quiénes son los que lleguen, les voy a dar la predicción. A ver cómo va esa predicción, porque ayer no la atiné, pero está bien. Hoy le vamos a atinar. My mom, Olga Martinez Bravo, 11175, wanted to ask if her nephew or people he knows were the one who stole things around 2 months ago. Let me see. The nephew? Well, the card of the sun comes out so I do believe que to me it feels like it was someone he knows. Let's ask it like this. Let me ask about the nephew. Let me see what comes out with the nephew just to confirm it. Le pregunto a mi guía espiritual. The nephew of Olga Martinez Bravo. I don't think it was the nephew. I don't feel like it was the nephew here. Maybe he knows, but I don't feel like it was the nephew. To me, it looks like it was a friend. So I'm feeling more of like the friend of the nephew. But, oh, there's one more. Oh no, there's two more. Oh no, there's one more. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get going. These are the last one. The last one I'm gonna answer. Okay. Esther Maldonado says, "Do you see me bringing home some money from the casino next weekend?" Le pregunta a mi espiritual, will Esther Maldonado bring money from the casino next weekend? Let's see. I'm probably gonna screen record that part that I said, and I'm gonna post it on my TikTok. That whole speech I just gave that came out of like nowhere, but you do win. You do win, but I honestly I not saying you're gonna win large, like a large amount, but you do win. You do bring some money home. I will say that. Just again, my my advice to you is when you see yourself winning, try to mm, how do I tell you this? You know what? Date un baño con miel. Just to make sure that you have all the positive energies, what you're gonna do is the night before, you're gonna shower with honey. Meaning you're gonna shower from head to toe, like regular, and you're gonna get honey, right? And you're gonna lather it on all your skin. You're gonna lather it on all your skin after you're done showering and you turn off the water. You're gonna let it sit on your skin for about 5 minutes, and then you're gonna rinse it off, get out, dab yourself dry. That's going to help you have more luck. But I do see you winning. I'm not saying you're gonna win a large amount, but you do bring something home. I'm stuck on your comment. I don't know how to get out of it. Okay. Cheetah Robbins, love life. Um, what do you want to know about your love life, Cheetah Robbins? Let me see. What do you want to know about your love life? I could check it in general, but if you have an actual like question about your love life, we can look at it. I'm not forgetting about you. I just saw you right now, Nelly. I actually hadn't seen you till right now. General, okay. Let me go back to your comment. It's supposed to be minimum $4.99 for the super chat, Cheetah Robbins, but I'll pull out one card for you. Because I forgot to say, you have two cards that just flew out. Well, in terms of your love life, definitely the card of the Lovers came out. The card of the Lovers and the card of the Two of Pentacles. I do see a bit of like bad luck in terms of your love life, but definitely I'm seeing in your love life things are going to be more stable. Either if you're single, you're going to be meeting somebody that's more compatible. If you're with somebody, things are going to be balancing out. Because it's talking about equilibrium here. I forgot to say that in the beginning, so I honored your question. Nelly Robles. Will Daniel and myself ever become official? Le pregunto a Miguel Espita, will Daniel and Nelly Robles, 1/28/1993, ever become official? I do see you guys becoming official. Yeah, I do see you becoming official. The only thing is you're being marked here as like a friend. So, um, kind of strange to me. But I do see you guys becoming official because the card of the Ace of Cups does come out. The Ace of Cups does tell me you guys do confirm the relationship or take the next steps. But for now, it seems like you guys are still kind of just getting to know each other. Because the friendship energy is coming up. Other than that, let me see. Last one, you guys. Yeah, my boy. No more. Christian Almazan, 6/13/1993. When do you see me and Sean Patel seeing each other in person? Pregunta Miguel Hospital, when will Christina Almazan and Sean Patel see each other in person? My rant took a lot of time. That's why. Alright, today I did a rant. To tell you the truth, to me it looks like it's not going to be till like next year, March. Well, let's say this to it's come that you have the energy of the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about in a year, right? So it can either be in March or in a year. To me, March comes up very significantly. So I would say either March or within the year of next year. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Ya me voy. No more. I gotta go. I gotta go because I need to focus on the prediction for um, baseball. So I'll see you guys later. I don't post them on here. I post them on my TikTok. Sometimes I like post them and then I go into the private readings because I run out of time. So that's why I don't post them on here. I will do the one for today. I did get the one from yesterday wrong. So, but that's why I'm saying like I got that one wrong. So now I feel like Yankees is too strong. If I got it wrong and I went against Yankees, most likely Yankees is gonna make it to the World Series. That's my sign that Yankees will make it to the World Series. But other than that, it's an absolute pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Los quiero mucho. Los veo para la próxima. Bye bye.